Hi, this is Dwayne with Slab Stitcher, and today we're going to be talking about the new Rose Inlay. It's 11 pieces. It's a little bit more complex. We wanted to shoot a video to show how this is done. To do this, you will need a mainframe in one of our starter kits because the Rose comes with two templates. The reason for the two templates, I don't know if the video will show it, but there is a hard angle down here at the bottom corner that you cannot accomplish with only one template. So we are going to be putting the Rose in this funky board today because we feel like it. Let's dress it up. We'll call it a charcuterie board. So we want to get it onto our clamping station, which we can have a video about this clamping station later on, but it works great for the slab stitcher and the main frame. Position the main frame with the template in it where it looks best on your piece. We're going to do it in the center of this V or preliminary crotch piece on this walnut. And then we'll take these clamps, slide it in, press down gently, make sure that we have it where we want it, and tighten up the clamp like so. And then we'll bring this other one in, slide it in, and tighten it up like so. You want to test to make sure that your mainframe isn't moving, because if your mainframe moves during routing or when you replace this template for this template, you're going to have issues in the final fit. So there we go. We got everything in place. And then we're going to drill a starter hole so that we can stand our router straight up and down and start the cut. I use a 5/16 or a 3/8 bit to get this hole pre-drilled. I go in the center, gives me some clearance, and I like to blow this out so that I don't have any dust around the rim of the template to make this guide bushing or follower bushing come off the edge of the template. So let's go ahead and route this puppy out. I start the router, make sure that I have nothing touching that pre-drilled hole, because if it's against that pre-drilled hole and you turn that router on, it's going to kick you a little bit, and it's something you got to be prepared for. All right, so we have the router in place. I like to have my router in the same position during continuous routing, start, stop, everything. This particular router is cordless, so we have the on and off button facing me, the operator. It gives us more consistent routing results. So let's go. Two things. I start out by routing the perimeter of the template first as a clearing pass, and when I stop the router at the end of a cut, when we're done routing this thing out, I let this router stop, because if you don't and you pull it out and you have that router at any kind of angle near that template, you're going to nick that template. It was one of the reasons why we have removable templates, because this little piece of plastic is a lot cheaper than our original design where we had the full 1 foot in each design. So let's continue routing out. I'm going to treat this router kind of like a Ouija board, keeping my finger pressure on the bottom of the base of the router and resting my palms on the master or the main frame. And we're going to wiggle it back and forth with a little bit of finger pressure and just feeling for that cut. This system uses the down cut router bit, and you're going to feel the fact that the dust is not getting pulled out of that cut. It's going to pack in the cut. There's a couple reasons for that. We can go into that in a later video. But you're going to want to clear all the dust out, check your routing, and see if you have further routing in this particular design. So, grab a blowgun, put your safety glasses on. Just kidding. I should have safety glasses on. I forgot to grab them. Blow the dust away from you. We do have a couple little pieces that are still stuck in the cut. I'm going to break them off for the most part right now. And another thing I'd like to point out, see the dust that builds up on your router? You want to get rid of that because that could come in there, that could pack around that bushing and change the dynamics of that recess. So we'll take the blowgun, blow all that dust off so we get a good cleaning work surface for the bushing against that template edge. Reset my router, go in there and kind of get a visual of where those little blips or boogers are. Start the router back up and we'll cut those out. Now you saw me do another clearing pass around that perimeter. That's just to make sure we've got everything we need for this particular design in any of the designs we sell. Okay, let's blow that out again. There is one little sliver left in there. I'm going to grab a chisel. Flip that chisel upside down and that little piece comes right out. You can check. You can take that chisel across the bottom. If it snags, it's going to be a little bit of a hiccup. So there's another one. Blow those out. Now we want to switch to template number 2. So we'll take this chisel, get it in between the workpiece, pop that template out, and we'll put template number 2 in. This one I call the nose piece. It kind of looks like a nose. So we'll put that guy in, stand our router back up, turn it on, let's go. Nice and easy into that cut. Come across, dip into this last corner, push it around, come back out. That's all that was needed for that template, was those 2 little petal cuts at the bottom of piece number 1. So pop this out. One thing we've learned about this particular design, it is very finicky. We're going to leave this mainframe clamped in place until we get this outer perimeter set to see where we're at with that cut. If we got to make any rerouting cuts, we're good to go because we still have the mainframe sitting in place. There's a little hair in this corner. We'll blow that out. You do want to glue these in place. I like Type-On 3, not a paid advertisement. I just like Type-On 3. So put some glue in. Today I'm going to use my manual brush. Swirl that around, get it up on the edges. If you want to, you can glue the edges of the piece. In this case, I'm not, just for the speed of the video. I'm going to start putting these pieces in. Now, this template right here, I'm going to bring to the camera. I'm going to try to show, this has the drawing of the rose. Let's do my best to show this overhead. We're going to start with piece number 1. Get it in the bottom. And then we'll grab number 2 and work our way around the rose perimeter. Number 3. Four. See, even I'm screwing it up. I'm not looking at the picture. Trying to make sure that all these pieces are coming together in the joint. Number 5. Start by sticking this little nose in there. Get it tight and then push down. Can hear that thing cracking. Not cracking, but it's popping with the friction. Number 6. Number 7. Eight. Number 9 is my little duck. Being careful not to put too much tension on these fine points because they will snap. That was one of the things I was fighting with during the prototyping. Here is number 10. Number 10, I just get started on a little bit of an angle. This little part here is down in, and then we take number 11, and I kind of stick 11 in at an angle with the rounded part going in first. My fingers are too big sometimes. Just like that. Get that started. You'll hear a little bit of tension, and then we'll take a mallet, rubber mallet, and just lightly tap that in. There you go. There you have it. That's the rose. Now that we have the pieces put in, we can take the main frame off and we can sand this rose. All right, it needs a little bit more sanding. That's not my favorite sander to use, but it's quick and easy for me to grab for the video. So there is the rose on a piece. Let's shoot it with some finish to make it pop. Well, left my finish on the opposite side of the shop. So let's play some elevator music while you wait for me to grab the finish. All right. Of course, I grabbed the brand new can. I grabbed the new can. Doesn't want to pop the lid. All right. Let's just shoot this thing real quick, just at the rose, so you can see it better. But that's what it looks like. Let's zoom in on that. There we go. That's it. We could have turned this, held the board like this. It doesn't matter. This can be used as a blemish cover. I actually have a piece here that I was starting. Big ugly looking knot. Put the rose, we'll put the rose in there, cover up that knot. It is not a slab stitch crack holder. It will not hold a crack, but it looks great in any piece. Thanks for watching, and we're going to be making more of these videos. So if you want to see more, have questions about some things, please get a hold of us on our Instagram, at Slab Stitcher, or comment on this video, and we want to make sure that our customers are informed. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Appreciate every single one of our customers. If we didn't have customers, this would be a hobby. So thank you.